I really had wanted to work on a sailing yacht anyways, and the Next Wave is a sailing yacht.
I hadn't much sailing experience beforehand, but I was definitely up for some adventure. So
we're really excited just for all the Lord's done in each one of these individuals' lives. We're excited to hear about the things that God's been doing in the past 6 months.
About this DTS, we started in Malta, which is in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. We started there for a few weeks during the lectures. We sailed all around Sicily. And then the team went to Albania for the majority of their outreach. They've been an amazing group of people to work with.
We'll be graduating the school from the Next Wave.
So we just want to welcome you officially to this graduation and to YWAM Harpenden. Thank you so much for traveling, and we're so excited that you can share in this celebration with us.
Can we welcome Kelly and the Next Wave groups?
So I'm Kelly Covert. I've been on Next Wave for a little over 2 years now. I first went just to visit, to see kind of how, I'd heard about it, so I just wanted to see what it was like. And I kind of fell in love with it, and it was something that was really exciting and something that was going to be really challenging for me. But it was a challenge that I wanted to take. And so I came to staff just one DTS. This was back in 2012. And it was a really crazy experience of learning all these new things, of learning how to sail, learning how to live in a very close group with a close space with a lot of people.
And just for those that don't know a little bit about Next Wave is a ship, it's a sailing ship. And the reason that we are here and not on the ship is because we have a little partnership with YWAM Harpenden, and this is just kind of that, of bringing the two together and being able to graduate our student here.
From the Next Wave, Anthony Clark.
my name is Anthony Clark. I'm from Dublin, Ireland, and I'm just about to graduate my Bluewater DTS on board the Next Wave. I guess I heard about the Next Wave when it came to Ireland maybe 6 years ago now. It was in Dublin, and the boat came in. We spent a lot of time around the boat and helped them out in different ways we could.
My name's Nyasha Mbewe. I'm British Zimbabwean because my dad comes from Zimbabwe, hence the Zimbabwean name. My mum comes from England.
My name's Jenna. I am 18 years old and I'm from Calgary, Canada. And I really felt like I wanted to take that 6 months and spend it pursuing God and looking for God.
I'm Joshua Smith. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Daytona Beach, Florida. I just am finishing up my Bluewater DTS with the Next Wave.
I guess one of the main reasons I did my own discipleship training school was I really wanted to concrete my own beliefs. You know, I've grown up in a really cool Christian family, growing up around a lot of cool Christian people, which I was really lucky to. But I really wanted to just concrete and cement my own beliefs in what I really believed.
I found a video of the Next Wave when they're in Scotland, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Next Wave actually used to be docked in Liverpool, which is where I live. So, like, my dad actually said, Nyasha, you're going to love this. There's a YWAM ship and it's got sails. You have to come see it. So I used to go and visit the ship sometimes, and I thought the people there were so cool.
I came across Next Wave when I typed YWAM into Google, and the idea of a boat made me really excited again because I had remembered my trip in grade 9, and I loved that.
I just got really excited about the idea of doing a DTS on a sailboat,
What attracted me to the next wave is just purely the adventure. I think boats always sort of fascinated me in some way, and it was just really exciting because I could get to live on a boat and learn to sail, and hadn't done any sailing really beforehand.
So I didn't apply for DTS until I think the 1st of August, so this is like a month before the school starts. And I applied, and then right away I went away to a summer camp, and I kind of forgot about it. And I got back and I had an email saying, "You've been accepted." And I was like, I don't have £4,000. So then it was kind of like, this is serious.
And then I really got to focus on raising money to go towards the school. So I was working a bunch in my local bike shop. I was doing different things. I sent a letter out to a lot of people I knew and said, "Hi guys, this is what I'm doing. I would really appreciate some support, but if there's anything I can do, I'd love to support you guys as well."
I did things like making muffins that I would sell to my friends, and I did a sponsored zip wire thing, all stuff that my mum thought was really funny.
So I spent a month or so just going around cutting people's hedges, cutting people's grass, hoovering people's houses, and just doing lots of work in different people's houses and just serving them.
I had a couple supporters, just like a couple of donations here and there. But I paid for the whole thing myself. I worked at a restaurant and worked with my dad and did some odd jobs. And by the time I was ready to go to DTS, I had all of the money I needed.
When I first saw the boat, it was really exciting. The boat was a lot bigger than I imagined it to be, because the boat that I'd sailed on before was quite a lot smaller. So the size of the boat was really cool. And
kind of like a pirate ship. I remember walking down the stairs and just realizing there's so many people on this boat.
I think I didn't really have many expectations. I was just really excited to be leaving home and to be kind of leaving stuff behind me. But so when I got there, in a way, it kind of all hit me at once, like, this is what DTS is, and this is like living on a boat. But at the same time, I loved it. Like, everything about living on a boat, I just loved.
when I got there, everyone was there because we were having a community night. So everyone from the community around that was involved was there. And so it was a little overwhelming, but like in a good way, that I got to meet all these people and they're so welcoming.
There was a real like grace amongst us as a group of people, because the way we made friends so quickly and we trust each other, it was really incredible. It's never happened to me before. And we were all like from different ends of the earth, like they're from Canada, America, Ireland.
Like as soon as I stepped on board, I just saw people who were completely confident in being themselves. And I wasn't in that place at all. I was really insecure about myself, and I would kind of just go along with whatever people were saying so that I wouldn't stand out. But I guess that kind of just made me feel like I could start to look for who I was.
Yeah, there's a lot of exciting things about Next Wave. You go on crazy adventures. There's never a dull day. Our days are always packed with things, new things kind of coming and changing our schedule around.
It's very easy to get to know everyone very well, and I really appreciated that because it was just like a small group of people and I got to know those group of people really well. And even though we were traveling from place to place, that community was consistent, and that consistency I think was really key.
You had to be responsible for your own growth, I think, and you had to be like intentional about finding quiet times. You couldn't kind of just wake up and there'd be no one there and just float through life, because sometimes they call the boat like a pressure cooker environment, you know. Everything happens really quickly.
Anytime that you might have any anger towards anyone, you kind of have to solve it because you're going to see them all the time and there's no way to avoid them, so you do have to solve problems quickly and you have to confront people.
You see what everyone's going through and everyone sees what you're going through. And it means you have to be open and you have to just decide, yeah, this is what I want, I'm going to go for it.
And so you kind of have to learn how to find balance in taking time to spend with other people to work on, you know, that community, but also taking time for yourself and your time for your relationship with God.
I've learned much better to discern God's voice and to hear God's voice.
My DTS has been life-changing for me. So from that point of view, I would recommend it to everyone. And I really want all of my friends and all of my family to do a DTS.
If you love adventure and you sort of want to know God more, you don't have to be particularly a people person, I would definitely recommend the Next Wave Bluewater DTS.
There's so much adventure and you just get to know everyone so well, and there's such a community on the Next Wave.
It was pretty legit. I'd really suggest you, if anyone has any desire in boats, to go do a DTS or staff on the Next Wave. It was just really fun.
If anybody is willing to take on an incredible challenge, the Next Wave is definitely a place for that. It's a place to be challenged, a place to be pushed out of your comfort zone, to be stretched and pulled in all different directions. But it's a really an amazing place to find yourself and find who you are and see more of who God is.